My child, my beloved, listen closely, for what you are hearing is not a coincidence. Heaven has been watching, and the voice that finds you now does not come from this world. There is something you did, something you thought went unseen, but the eyes of God saw it. And now, on this very day, His silence breaks. Before you read another word, breathe gently. This message is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you. The divine does not speak twice in vain. When heaven opens its mouth, the wise tremble and listen. My child, incline your ear to heaven's whisper. Stay bound to the light, for in this hour, only those who keep listening will walk safely through the storm that has begun. You think this is merely a message, but it is a summons. You have been called, not by chance, but by purpose. For days your angels tried to reach you in dreams, in uneasy pauses, in delays that frustrated you, in moments of stillness that unsettled your heart. But you turned away. You ignored the soft warnings. Now heaven waits no longer. God is not angry because He despises you. He is moved because you have forgotten who you are. You are light, yet you let darkness sit at your table. You are chosen, yet you doubted your worth. You were meant to walk in truth, yet lately you have wandered in fear. The mistake was not small, beloved. It was not only in word or deed, it was in your heart. You let despair convince you that you were alone when all of heaven stood beside you. You believed your time had passed while heaven was preparing your greatest moment. Do you feel that shiver now? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your spirit knows this truth is yours. The angels stand gathered even now, and I, Michael, the guardian at the gates of battle, have been given permission to unveil what was hidden. Today, your name has been opened in heaven's record, not for punishment, but for remembrance. Every tear you shed in secret, every prayer whispered through trembling lips has been written down, but when your faith faltered, the balance shifted. God's anger, beloved, is not a curse. It is correction. It is the Father calling you back before you destroy what He has been building for you. You have trusted one whose smile carried envy, one whose embrace hid deceit. Heaven warned you through dreams and restlessness, but you dismissed it as imagination. You excused their actions even as your soul knew the truth. The danger draws near, and heaven commands you to act. Do not delay. One more hesitation could cost you the blessing already on its way. It is time to confront what you know within. The same voice that flatters you in daylight mocks your name in darkness. But hear this, heaven will not let them win. The next 7 days will uncover truth. You will not need to accuse. God Himself will expose. Do not fear the revelation, fear missing it. You cried out, Lord, why are you silent? And now His silence answers with thunder. You prayed for an answer, but what comes is not only answer, it is turning. All that was stuck will begin to move once you return to obedience. Heaven's order runs by timing, and your time stands at its edge. You can no longer walk in both faith and fear. God's anger does not mean rejection. It means love that refuses to let you decay. Demons have fought to delay your promise because they know that your voice carries power. Your prayer shakes their realm. Your hands carry healing. They made you focus on guilt instead of grace, but now heaven intervenes. This message is heaven's last call to pull you from the fire before your miracle passes to another. Do not say later. Later no longer exists. 2 paths now stand before you, one leading to restoration, one to regret. Choose the light. Choose obedience. Choose return. As you say it in your spirit, chains will fall, delays will break, and favor will flow again. The lost will remember you, forgotten doors will open. Heaven moves with every breath of repentance. But hear me well, heaven's patience has limits. You cannot keep praying for blessing while entertaining betrayal. You cannot ask for miracles while tolerating manipulation. The betrayer will be revealed soon. Cleanse your heart of bitterness before it happens. When exposure comes, do not gloat, rise. There is still mercy left, but the gate narrows. That is why this message reached you today. You were never meant to remain broken. You were meant to awaken. God's anger is real, but his forgiveness greater. He will correct you sharply, but restore you fully. The unease you feel now is heaven cleansing your air. Do not fear the trembling. Someone will reach out to you within 3 days. Listen with your spirit, not emotion. It will be a test. Obey the whisper when it comes. Do not ignore it again. My child, the heaviness you feel on your chest is conviction, not fear. You are standing at the edge of turning. Every choice now matters. Heaven is not trying to frighten you. It is trying to save you. You have walked as if forgotten, yet every angel knows your name. You have carried guilt that was never yours to keep, but heaven says enough. No more pretending to be fine while your soul bleeds. The storm you feel is not meant to destroy, it is meant to expose. Let the faces that fall away go, their absence is your protection. Do not chase what God removes. You cannot heal where your soul was wounded. Tonight, Michael stands before you to burn away the shadows that whispered you were unworthy. God is not angry at your heart. He is angry at the lies you believed about it. He saw you comparing your pain to others' blessings, doubting your worth, settling for comfort instead of calling. Every delay was protection. Every closed door was mercy. Impatience made you act too soon. But this consequence is not destruction. It is awakening. The mistake was not trying. It was forgetting who sent you. You tried to please those who could never see your light, dimming yourself to fit rooms you had outgrown. Now heaven calls you out. This day is written as your hour of cleansing. The manipulator will be exposed, the false ties cut. Do not resist the shaking. It is not chaos but correction. When the silence comes, know it is renewal. What feels like loss is preparation for your crown. You can no longer claim ignorance. You must choose obedience or delay. And every delay costs a blessing. Angels now walk your home, closing every crack your pain once opened. The chills, the tears, they are signs of release. Surrender, for heaven cannot fix what you keep defending. Let go before midnight. The thing you cling to is the weight that blocks your miracle. Heaven's court has already ruled. Not destruction, but direction. You are stepping into sacred territory. You may lose people, but you will gain peace. You may shed tears, but you will find truth. You are chosen, and chosen ones are corrected before they are crowned. Do not mistake pain for punishment. This pain is the scalpel of heaven, cutting away poison from destiny. You will bleed for a moment, but when the light floods in, you will shine from the same place you once hurt. Stay here, my beloved. Let these words root deeply. Heaven records the second your heart turns back. That trembling you feel is mercy itself. The fact that you are reading this proves it is not too late. God shakes you only to save you. The darkness borrowed your joy, but God reclaims it now. You are not breaking. You are being reborn. You survived what was meant to end you. Heaven watched you hold faith through nights of silence, and now it calls you deeper. This message is not fear, it is decision. You cannot ask for peace while feeding chaos. Open the door of your spirit again. True repentance opens what guilt closed. Whisper it in your heart, I return to the light that called me. I choose truth. I choose healing. I choose obedience. The moment you say it, heaven aligns around you. Someone who smiles near you speaks curses behind you. Their power ends tonight. Revoke permission through prayer. Speak, every word against me dissolves in divine fire. You will feel the shift. The next 7 nights will reverse what was lost. Opportunity, favor, connection. But stay aligned. Do not revisit places where God no longer dwells. Forgive, but move on. You are not meant to carry every wound. You are meant to carry light. God's anger was never revenge. It was remembrance, to make you remember who you are and whose you are. Heaven now opens a new decree in your name: restoration, redemption, reward. Within 72 hours, 3 choices will appear. Choose what brings peace, not pride. Choose what aligns with truth, not comfort. Every right choice seals your next season. Now the sword of Michael stands drawn, not against you, but for you. The chains fall, The curse reverses, the balance restores. You are free, cleansed, crowned, chosen. From this night forward, speak light, live truth, walk love. Each sunrise reminds you you were delivered, not destroyed. The chapter of anger has closed. The book of blessing begins. Stay still now. The air around you is holy. This is your anointing. There are two kinds of peace, the one after rest and the one after war. You are entering the second. It is quiet, not because the world is gentle, but because heaven has conquered for you. Breathe the new air. Feel hope rise again in your chest. Heaven has removed your ashes. You will not smell like smoke, though you walk through fire. Every detail of your blessing is written. The moment you said yes in your heart, your file of restoration was released. Angels now carry your peace, your wealth, your reconciliation. Guard your words, for your voice plants seeds. Speak only life, and you will harvest miracles. For 7 days, heaven's circle of light will surround you, cleansing every trace of the past. You are not only being blessed, you are being reborn. You will become the messenger that once saved you. The mistake that shamed you has become your testimony. The pain that broke you has become your power. When you forgive yourself, heaven rejoices louder than when you first believed. Do not look back. The past has been buried in mercy's ocean. From this day, your future recognizes you. Ease and opportunity will be drawn to you. The question is not, why me? But because God kept me. Remember this, every correction hides a gift. Yours is discernment. You will now sense truth before it is spoken, danger before it appears, falsehood before it bites. This is heaven's guard around your destiny. The season of begging is over. You will not chase, you will attract. You will not plead, you will declare. You will not fear, you will flow. Every dream that seemed impossible will rise again. Every door that closed will open without struggle. When others ask how you survived, smile and say, because heaven refused to let me go. When you feel peace where chaos once lived, know that I, Michael, am near. When light flickers as you pray, know heaven moves. When calm returns after tears, know you are not alone. You are forgiven beyond measure, loved beyond reason, chosen beyond time. The old story has ended. The divine one begins. Rise, beloved, rise into your purpose. Rise into your light. Rise, for the world awaits the version of you that remembers you were always divine. Go now in grace, in power, in peace. Eternally protected, eternally chosen, eternally loved. And when the dawn rises again, the heavens shall still whisper your name. For the promise does not end in the night, nor does mercy sleep. Every breath you take now becomes a prayer, even if no words are spoken. The air itself listens, for creation remembers who you are. You were not born to wander forever. Your steps were marked before time began. The path that once looked broken is being straightened by unseen hands. The winds carry messages of peace toward you, and the earth beneath your feet begins to recognize your return. Child of light, the angels move in circles around you. They cleanse the corners of your past where shadows once gathered. You may feel the stirring in your chest, that trembling that feels like both fear and fire. Do not resist it. That is the holy warmth of renewal. The divine breath moves through you now, reshaping the words you speak, purifying your thoughts, teaching your spirit again the sound of truth. You were once the watcher, standing at the edges of hope, afraid to believe that joy could find you again. But heaven has not forgotten the vow it made over your life. You are not the sum of your mistakes, nor the echo of your regrets. You are the living breath of promise, the continuation of mercy. The same hands that shaped the mountains shape your story still. The same voice that called stars by name calls you now, quietly, steadily, like a friend calling you home after a long journey through the dark. Do not say you are unworthy. Worth was woven into you before sorrow touched your skin. The tears you have shed are not wasted. They water the ground where your new life will grow. Every ache has become instruction. Every silence has become prophecy. Do you not feel the shift? The heaviness begins to lift. The unseen chains break one by one. Even now, the air changes around you. Heaven draws nearer each time you whisper yes. You will dream again, and this time the dreams will speak clearly. The faces you see will not confuse you, for discernment has been placed in your sight. You will know the difference between friend and foe, between promise and deception. This is the gift of awakening. No more blindness, no more fear. You will walk through doors that others said were sealed, and they will open as if they had been waiting only for your touch. When the sun sets again, remember this night. Remember that heaven called you by name. Remember that mercy did not forget you. When you lift your hands in prayer, feel the warmth return. That is not imagination. It is the covenant renewing itself within you. You are entering the season where every no that wounded you becomes the soil for a greater wise. You will find laughter again, not the forced kind that hides pain, but the deep, holy laughter that comes from being truly free. And as you walk, the very earth beneath you begins to hum with recognition. Every step becomes a song, and the air folds itself around you like a cloak woven from peace. The unseen watches in reverence, for it knows that one who has returned to truth carries a light that cannot be dimmed. You may not yet see it with your eyes, but the realm of spirit sees clearly. Your countenance glows with the fire of the redeemed. The shadows that once clung to your memory now bow low and depart, for where the light dwells, darkness cannot argue. Be gentle with yourself, beloved of the highest. You have been through a long night. Let the stillness mend you. The world will pull, the noise will tempt, but you must learn to listen again to the quiet voice inside, the one that never lied to you. In that silence, heaven speaks the loudest. When your heart begins to tremble again with uncertainty, place your hand upon your chest and whisper, I am known, I am seen, I am kept. Those words are keys that open the unseen gates of strength. The divine does not demand perfection, it desires communion. It calls you not to performance, but to presence. The power of your journey is not in your arrival, but in your return. For the heavens rejoice not over the unbroken, but over the one who falls and rises still shining. You are that one. You have risen from ashes that would have swallowed others. You have walked through disappointment and did not lose your song. You carried faith like a hidden ember when the wind tried to extinguish it, and now the flame begins to grow again. Soon, you will see how every closed door was mercy disguised. The rejections, the delays, the nights when you questioned your worth, they were not punishments, but alignments. You were being positioned for peace. The places you were denied entry to were never meant to hold you. You outgrew them before you even arrived. The pain you felt was simply your soul stretching toward its next form. Trust that every loss had a reason. What is meant for you will always find you, for heaven never misplaces its chosen. And when the new morning arrives, do not rush to fill it with noise. Let it teach you its rhythm. Let gratitude be your first language. With each breath, say thank you for the lesson, for the survival, for the light. Gratitude is the bridge that carries blessings into the physical. Every sincere thank you reshapes the atmosphere around you. It tells the universe, I am ready to receive without fear. So now, walk with open eyes and open palms. Expect goodness, expect clarity, expect restoration. The divine delights in those who expect light after darkness. The time of striving is over. The time of flowing begins. You are in covenant now, not of punishment, but of peace. Rest in that truth, and the world will mirror it back to you. So now, walk with open eyes and open palms. Expect goodness, expect clarity, expect restoration. The divine delights in those who expect light after darkness. The time of striving is over. The time of flowing begins. You are in covenant now, not of punishment, but of peace. Rest in that truth, and the world will mirror it back to you. And when night falls again, do not be afraid of the silence, for it is not emptiness, it is presence. Heaven often hides itself in quiet so that you may hear your own soul breathe. Sit in that stillness and feel how the world slows its turning just for you. The air grows soft, the heart steady. This is the space where prayers are born before they take the shape of words. The veil between seen and unseen grows thin, and you will know that you have never been separate from the source that made you. Beloved, every heartbeat now echoes the rhythm of renewal. You have crossed the threshold between despair and awakening. The tears that once felt endless have washed your eyes clear, and you begin to see the hidden beauty in all that broke you. The divine does not waste pain, it refines it. Every ache becomes wisdom, every wound becomes an opening through which light pours. You will find yourself speaking with gentleness even to those who harmed you, not because you have forgotten, but because love has triumphed over memory. The world will notice the change. Some will be drawn to your calm as moths to flame. Others will turn away, unable to stand in such brightness. Do not chase either. Let what departs go. Let what arrives come. The river does not beg the stones to move. It simply flows around them, patient, powerful, certain of its destination. So must you flow now. The days ahead are not a test. They are a continuation of grace. You will begin to hear guidance in the simplest things, in the call of a bird, in the pattern of rain against glass, in the laughter of strangers. The universe will speak to you through ordinary beauty, for divinity hides itself in what you often overlook. Each sign will confirm what your heart already knows, that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Do not rush to name the next season. Let it reveal itself. What comes next will not require striving. It will unfold naturally, like dawn breaking over quiet hills. If doubt whispers, remind yourself of this night, of the way light filled the space when you finally surrendered. You did not come this far to retreat into fear. The same power that lifted you once will lift you again as often as needed. Faith is not the absence of uncertainty. It is the courage to walk forward while holding its hand. You are learning to trust not outcomes, but alignment, to rest in knowing that what is truly yours cannot be lost. So sleep without worry, rise without haste, and speak each day as though heaven is listening, because it is. You are written in life, guarded in peace, guided by love. Wherever you go, the divine walks within you. This is your covenant renewed, your story reborn, your spirit made whole. Go and let your life become the prayer you were always meant to be. And now the heavens fall silent, not because they have withdrawn, but because the word is complete. The decree has been written across your spirit and sealed in fire. You are no longer who you were when this began. Every sorrow that clung to your name has turned to light. You have been refined, not ruined. You walk now as one remembered by eternity. Wherever your feet touch, peace will grow. Wherever your voice rises, truth will answer. The world will not understand the glow around you, but heaven will call it by its true name, glory. Go without fear. The one who called you has not left your side. The air will shift when you speak, for your words now carry the resonance of divine promise. The same flame that tested you now guards you. Nothing lost will remain missing. Nothing broken will stay shattered. You are gathered again into the center of grace. Stand tall beneath the weight of light, for it rests easily on the shoulders of the chosen. It is done. The storm has delivered you to stillness. The fire has revealed your gold. What tried to bury you has become the ground from which your blessing rises. Lift your head and let the wind anoint your face. You have endured. Now you will embody peace. The old chapter closes without noise, and a new dawn waits with open hands. You have stepped beyond shame, beyond delay, beyond the shadow of what was. You are the living proof that love never fails. Go now and let your life declare what your words cannot contain. Every breath you take will speak your resurrection. The world will remember that once light walked in human form, and it was you. The gates are open. The path is clear. Walk forward in strength, covered in mercy, surrounded by song. Nothing can undo what has been spoken. You are free. You are chosen. You are eternal.